car theory exam consists of 3 parts. First, there are 25 questions on hazard perception, followed by 12 questions on traffic knowledge, and finally 28 questions on insight. For questions on hazard perception, you'll be shown a photo, and you will always have to choose between 3 standard answers. Brake, release accelerator, or nothing. Choose brake if you really need to reduce your speed or stop entirely. Choose release accelerator if there's a possible danger, but the danger isn't immediately visible. If there's nothing wrong and you can just continue driving, then choose nothing. In the hazard perception section, you have 8 seconds to think about each question. This is also the case if you've requested a CBR theory exam with extra time or an individually proctored CBR theory exam. In this section, you must answer at least 13 of the 25 questions correctly. The traffic knowledge and insight sections consist of different types of questions. There are questions for which you must choose the correct answer, but also questions where you need to drag and drop numbers to the correct positions. The drag and drop question. In this question, you have to drag and drop circles with numbers to the correct positions in the image. You will usually have 3 or 4 circles. Once you begin dragging a circle, you will see where you can place it on the image. For these types of questions, you need to indicate the correct order for right-of-way. The single drag and drop question. This is a variant of the drag and drop question. With these questions, you only get 1 circle with a check mark in it. For these questions, you have to position the circle in the image on the road user who you think has the first right-of-way. The fill-in question. For these questions, you need to fill in a number. For instance, you may be asked about speed or distance. The hotspot question. For these questions, you need to select an area in the image. For instance, you may have to choose from a number of signs or between several dashboard symbols. The multiple choice question. For these questions, you'll be given several possible answers. There will usually be 2 or 3. One of these answers is correct. The questions can be read aloud for you by the computer system. During the official theory exam, you must use earplugs that you put in, which will be provided for you at the testing center. During the exam, you can mark questions or you can pull up an overview of the questions. In the overview, you can see which questions you've already answered, and which questions you've marked. By selecting the question number, you can jump directly to the question. With the previous and next buttons, you can switch back and forth between questions. You will be given 7 minutes for the knowledge section. In this section, you must answer at least 10 of the 12 questions correctly. You will be given 15 minutes for the insight section. In this section, you must answer at least 25 of the 28 questions correctly. You need to have passed all of the sections in order to pass the theory exam. After the theory exam, you will immediately see whether you've passed or failed. An image with a thumbs up means that you passed. An image with a thumbs down means that you failed. After the practice exams, you'll be given more in-depth information about the questions you answered. If you failed, you can immediately see which subjects you need to pay more attention to as you study. After the practice exams, you can easily review all of the questions, and you'll be given an extensive explanation for each question. You can see this by selecting the question number. To go back to the overview, you can use the overview button. To leave the exam, use the button at the top right of the screen.